Hi, good housekeeping. It's Sam Escobar, your beauty editor here. I'm with Gina Silvestro from Crystal for Nails. So we are having a wonderful manicure that we're going to do with beautiful crystals, Swarovski crystals, on our model Danielle James from Hello Beautiful. So get ready.
Alrighty. So we're going to start out with a demonstration of some Chaton Swarovski crystals and flatbacks on her nail. I'm going to demonstrate that. We're here at Cosmoprof in Las Vegas. I'm working for crystalsfornails.com, the booth here, demonstrating some of Swarovski's newest products that are available in the nail industry. I'm an authorized instructor for Swarovski. I've been working with Swarovski for about 4 years, and I've been a professional nail tech for 27 years, so
Wow.
I'm the queen of crystals for nails.
So what's the difference between a flatback and what was the other kind of that
A
you said?
flatback and a Chaton. So you can see right here on the mat, we have flatbacks and it's a flat back. So it's really popular with nails because it sits straight on the nail, really flat. And these are Chatons, so they have a pointy back. So you can see they have a pointy back. They've become really popular. Japanese nail art has become really popular. So we do them in a cluster like this. So what we're gonna do is, Danielle's got a beautiful nail. Her nail shape is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna do a combination of the two to show you how it's done. We're gonna have a cluster of 3 Chatons here, and then we'll just cascade some flatbacks from, you know, in different sizes and colors that are complementary down and kind of around the cuticle area. It's a real popular look right now. It's like big bling. It's really like wearing jewelry on your fingernails. So it's become really popular lately in the industry. Yeah. And then on her other finger, we're going to demonstrate Crystal Pixie, which is also one of our most popular products in the nail industry. This color is called Cute Mood, and it's tiny, tiny, little tiny crystals and crystal beads. Cute Mood has an AB color to it, so this is just absolutely gorgeous over any nail. Adds a sparkly effect. It's really beautiful, really popular.
How much does that cost?
I'm not actually sure. I can find out the price of that for you. I can have Sam look into that and get you the price. But we have some products, Swarovski, we have some new products that are now actually available in Sally's Beauty for the DIY for at home. We have these design kits right here, and we have some designs that do come with the Crystal Pixie available there as well, and it's also available to nail professionals. And we're also showcasing some of our newer products for the nail industry. We have some multi-pack crystals, and on here you can see some of the designs we've been demoing over the past couple of days. Everybody's really, really loving everything. So this is an example of what we're going to be doing on Danielle's nail. So you can see the Chatons and then the flatbacks here. And these are all products that we're packaging, and we're launching a whole new line for nails, specifically for nail art. So it's really, really great. And then this is this is what the Crystal Pixie looks like on a nail. You know, it comes in a bottle like this. We sprinkle it on. This is the color I'm going to be demonstrating. It's shown here over an ombre, but we're going to be just doing it over the white, so you'll really see the sparkle. And then this is just more flat back crystals. So these are the ones that are more 3D, and these are just flatbacks with just different ways that you can use all different colors and shapes to create beautiful nail art.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna get started.
Susan wants you to know you have beautiful nails.
Oh, thanks, Susan. They're long, crazy show nails, but they're fun for Las Vegas. So I'm going to start. We have a beautiful manicure that's been done with a white color, and I am going to use a gel, a UV cured gel. So this is something, some people can do this at home, or you maybe even want to go and see a nail professional in your local salon to have this done. It's really long lasting, but the nice thing is this is a really, really, actually before I do this, I'm just going to quickly cleanse to make sure there's no oils on the surface.
And why is it important to make sure there's no oils on her nail bed?
Well, because the oil with any type of nail polish or gel, the oil is going to create a barrier and it's not going to stay, so it'll peel off or come off.
Oh.
So this is just an alcohol-based cleanser, and I'm just going to go right over the surface just to make sure that there's nothing there, so that we know that it's going to last long. So once again, I'm going to take this gel And in this corner, this is where I'll put the chatons to make a nice little cluster. Danielle, have you ever worn anything like this on your nails before?
No, I'm so excited.
It's really, really, really fun. Everybody's, it's fun. And the nice thing is that people notice it. It sparkles so much. It's like wearing jewelry. It's an accessory now, you know? So you can see how sticky that gel is. It really just, and this tool that I'm using is called a crystal katana. This was invented by one of our fellow authorized instructors. She does a lot of crystallizing such as this. She did a whole car, a Porsche with all crystals.
That is quite the nail.
Yeah, so she really blings a lot and she needed a tool. So she invented this tool, which you can see it picks up these really big crystals really, really effortlessly. And then you can move it around and position it on the nail where you'd like. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of this gel. So you saw that was like a bead of gel that they stick into. So now I'm going to use less gel where the flatbacks are going to go because we don't want the gel to flow out the sides. So I usually have an idea in mind of where I'm going to put my crystals, and that's where I'm going to put my gel. So I'm going to put some on this side, and then I'll put some on this side. And if it's too much, I'll wipe the excess off right there. The nice thing about using a thick sticky gel like this is you can see those crystals haven't been cured. They won't move. I can come back tomorrow, you'll still be sitting here and they'll still be sitting there. They won't slide off.
Yeah, so Juliana wanted to know actually, do they fall off? But
not if they're applied properly. So it is a two-step process. So this gel that I'm using is going to set them in place, and then I'm going to cap the edges with another gel, and that secures them. It's almost like creating a prong out of the gel that's going to come up onto the side, and I'll show you guys that in the next step. But I've worn them for weeks. I mean, up to 3 or 4 weeks until, you know, my nails start looking really bad and I need to fill them again or change the polish. So
Sherry says, I wish they didn't have to clean, or I wish I didn't have to clean. What's a good way to kind of ensure something stays on extra if you're, you know, if you use your hands a lot?
Yeah, this is what we use gel a lot because it's really strong, and as long as the edges are capped good, believe it or not, I clean with my nails like this. I've got 3 kids. I'm cleaning constantly. My hands are in water. I mean, I'm careful and conscientious because I don't want my nails to get ruined, and I love them, but I do clean a lot, so it's wearable art. Properly, it will last.
And you can do this on natural nails, gels.
Yeah, this is, so I am using a gel, but this is over a natural nail polish. Your polish has to be 100% dry before you put them on, okay? So now I've got them where I want them. If you ever have an excess of gel, like I saw a little, I just used a little brush to wipe the excess off. And then we're gonna go ahead and cure this in a UV lamp. So put your whole hand in.
Look at that blinged out UV
lamp.
lamp. I love it.
And then now, while you're in there, Danielle, I'm gonna have you slightly pivot from side to side. So what this does is this helps the LED light, the UV light, to travel in between the crystals. So it's gonna cure that gel that's in there to really help them to stay on a little bit better.
So just in case they want to know, I use this is the Orly Breathable. So that's what I used on the nail as my nail base. So it's not even a gel nail polish that I have on. It's
So
a
this is
3-in-1.
just, yeah.
Yep. And the gel that I'm using is a soak-off gel. And another benefit that a lot of people will use nail glue. Nail glues, if you want to use them, it's okay. We don't really recommend it all the time because the nail glue has cyanacrylate in it, which is a type of glue for nails which will actually eat away at the foil backing. It can damage the crystal, and if it's on the surface of the crystal, it can actually cloud it over. So one of the benefits of using gel is that the gel won't harm the crystal. And when we soak off, we use a soak off gel. So when you're ready to remove this, you're just going to take a piece of cotton, saturate it in acetone nail polish remover, place it on your finger and wrap it in foil. Wait about 10 minutes. It's going to get really soft, and they'll just, with a tweezer or a nipper or something, the crystals will pop out and they'll be in perfect condition.
Can I use them again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is why we really recommend it, because they're too beautiful.
Exciting.
Yes, exciting.
I've worn mine like 4 or 5 times. I have customers, they keep a little bag. Every time they get crystals, they bring them in and they're like, oh, just do something with them. Because they're too beautiful. You don't want to, you can take it out, hon. You don't want to, I mean, they're gorgeous. It's like a piece of jewelry, you know? So now you'll see what I did was I took a top coat. It's by Accents Shine On. It's a really, really strong top coat that has no tacky layer. And what I like about it is it's not so thin, you know, so this I'm going to be able to come in and you'll see what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little bead and I'm going to come up around the edge. So just like on a diamond ring, when you have your diamond, how you have prongs that come around and hold the diamond in place. This gel is going to be like a little clear prong made out of gel that's going to hold my crystal in place and really secure it.
Margie says, gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? It really, really, really does. I mean, I say they're car accident nails because people get these done and they drive home and they're just so busy looking at their nails, they're not even paying attention to the road.
I feel like we should be listening to Beyonce.
I know.
Kathy says, would this be great for a special occasion?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really a great accessory. And especially with fashion and everything in the industry now, you're not fully dressed unless your nails are done. And why not do them, go all the way, I say. So see how I'm coming right up onto the edge of each of these crystals? This also will prevent, a lot of people think, oh, I can't have that done, I'm a hairdresser. Put it in for just 3 seconds for me to freeze that.
Should I do the same turning thing?
Yeah, not so much
Rotating?
now.
Okay.
I think we got that first set. But that's good, just to freeze it in place because I don't want it to run down too much. And now I'm gonna do it one more time on these big ones because I wanna make sure there's nothing sharp. Like here, I can feel a little, this way nothing will get caught and it's gonna really hold them in place good so that they'll last longer.
So, Danielle, Susan wants to know, do the crystals feel heavy on your hand?
No, and I actually wasn't even thinking about that. So when she lets go of my hand, I'll tell you then.
How does
No,
it
it doesn't. I don't even feel like they're there. You know how sometimes you
Yeah.
wear a ring, a big ring, and you feel
Yep,
like that?
yep.
It doesn't feel heavy at
The
all.
funny thing is what I do is when I have them on, I play with them like this.
Ah.
I don't even notice I'm doing it sometimes. So now another thing, so those are the chatons. That's how you apply a chaton, but also for a flat back. I'm just gonna turn your hand sideways a little so they can see this really good. It's the same thing. I'll put a little bit less on the nail, place the crystal, and then take a little smaller bead, and you're gonna place that right in between. And it's the same thing. It's almost like I'm creating little prongs out of the gel. It's not going over the crystal completely, but all around all of the edges to really secure it. See? And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Right
And
here.
what's the tool that you're using to apply the gel?
This is just a little detail brush. It's a little tiny little detail brush. So it's really good because I can get right in between these crystals. Now that's gonna secure them perfectly.
Gorgeous.
Pop that in for a few more seconds. And then I'm gonna coat the rest of the nail with the gel to help secure it. And I'll go right up against the edge, which also one more time gives it a little bit more security so that it stays really, really good. You can take it out now. And like I said, this is a soak off gel, so when you're ready to remove it, just let it soak long enough to break down that product, and you'll be able to reuse those crystals. So I'm not going over, now the reason that we don't go over the crystal is because we don't want to cover the facets. One of the really, really nice things about Swarovski crystals is the patented, the cut that we have on our crystals. You can put your whole hand in now. And if you come in and look really close at this light, this is our 2058, or that's the cut. It's got, I think, oops. You can see all of these facets. The facets on the crystal is where you really get the sparkle. The light reflects off of the facets, and the foil backing creates this reflection, and that's why you see the really, really good sparkle. If you go over it with nail polish or glue, you're essentially covering the facets and rounding them out, and you lose all of the shine. You may as well just use a little plastic gemstone instead of a real Swarovski crystal. Using real Swarovski crystals, you're going to really see a difference in the shine.
So Carrie Ann says this is a nice way to show off your new ring on your wedding day or engagement party.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
And
let me turn it back on. Yep.
so a few people are wondering, where can they buy these?
So Swarovski crystals, we have, it's actually crystalsfornails.com is the website where you can find these crystals. And like I said as well, some we have, so. Yeah.
And they range in price?
Yes, I'm not 100% sure on the prices right now. We can find out the answers and post that later for you guys. So, because some packages, and it depends on the color and the size, you know, they're pretty reasonably priced though. All right, so this is the finished nail.
Ooh.
And I'll just put a little cuticle oil from when I cleansed her finger. Sometimes we don't want to dry her skin out too much, but you can see how beautiful, and it's on there.
Gorgeous.
Check it out.
Amazing.
What do you think?
I love it.
It's gorgeous, right?
Yes. Okay, nail number 1 down.
Nail number 1 down. So now we're going to move on to nail number 2.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
So if my nail chips, can I just like put a little other polish on the side of it and around it? Okay.
Yeah. I've actually had customers that come back and their crystals grow out, but their nails look so good. So when I do a new manicure or fill, if they have, you know, depending on what they have, sometimes I'll just go right around the crystals and leave them, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I hear that.
So now we're going to demonstrate the Crystal Pixie. Crystal Pixie was launched, I believe, in December of last year. And it's really been really big for us because, like I said, I've been an authorized instructor for the nail industry for Swarovski. But our crystals are crystals that we market to every industry, you know. This was our very first product that was actually launched specifically for the nail industry. So it was really exciting for me as a nail tech. And it's really nice.
Richard actually wants to know, where can he get a lanyard like yours?
Well, I bought this. I'll have to find out if they're available, but it is also from crystalsfornails.com. And the color is meridian blue. It's gorgeous. That's what I love about it, because you can see that it just has all these different colors that it reflects. It's one of my favorite Swarovski colors.
Awesome.
So once again, I'm going to use the same gel. It's called Bling On, and it's by Accents Gel Play Bling On. Yeah. And like I said, this was specifically made for applying embellishments, crystals, anything like that. So
Do I need that gel for these that I can buy at Sally Beauty?
you don't need this gel. Optionally, you could use gel, but you could glue these on if you want to, and use glue and nail polish. You could use a top coat nail polish around the edges the same way that I did on the flat backs on there.
Okay.
You could use a nail glue if you wanted to.
Okay.
Like I said, for DIY at home, some people may not have gel, so it's fine. You can use glue. Okay. We recommend for professionals, you know, if somebody's coming to a salon, they're going to expect their service to last a lot longer. So this is going to be a longer lasting service.
Okay.
So this is that same thick gel. It's like a thick builder. Well, it's not a builder gel because it is a soak off gel, but like I said, it's specifically for embellishments. And notice that I'm not putting it on very thin. I have enough of a layer because when I sprinkle that pixie on, I want to be able to press it into this layer of gel so the gel kind of comes up around the little beads and secures them. Okay, so this is not cured, it's wet.
Oh yeah, actually on that note, Carrie Ann wants to know, could you tell us about the machine that's drying her nails, or what does it do exactly?
It's a UV lamp, so it's an UV LED lamp. So when I turn it on, you can see the reflection. It's a UV light that's actually curing the gel. Because it's a UV cured gel. So nail polish dries in the air. It's an air cured. So you polish it on and the air dries it. This gel actually, it won't dry until you put it in this light, and it goes in the light for 30 seconds and it's completely dry. So this nail that we did is completely dry because it's cured.
Because it was cured with that machine.
Yes,
Amazing.
exactly. So now here's the fun part. I'm going to sprinkle it, but I'm going to have you hold it to one side, and I'm going to sprinkle, and then we're going to go to the other side, and I'm going to sprinkle. I have this little triangle tray, which you can also get at crystalsfornails.com. You could use any you just these will bounce. They're little crystals and we're sprinkling them on. So we don't want to waste any, right? If I didn't have this piece of cotton, they bounce everywhere. So I put a piece of cotton so when they fall in, it keeps them from going everywhere because I don't want to waste it. So now I'm going to turn her finger this way a little bit. So that's the beautiful thing. This jar is 10 grams and I think that you'll get around probably about 50 nails. So you could do 5 full sets, or a lot of times we'll do focus nails. We're going to pivot you this way a little bit. You can hold them straight up and just like that. And that gel was really sticky and it's still wet. So now we just sprinkle this right on. So notice how that little triangle tray with the piece of cotton underneath, it will catch most of anything that's left over. I'll shake off the excess.
Susan says, I am loving this.
Yes. Now before I do anything, let's move this to the side because I don't want to lose all this valuable crystal pixie. So I'm going to take the cotton and empty it into my little tray. Perfect. And then I'm going to pour it back in so that there's absolutely no waste whatsoever. And then I'm going to cover it, and I do this now because I have definitely knocked over a whole bottle before if I don't do it right away.
Wilhelmina wants to know, are there lots of different colors of gems?
There's actually, well, gems or crystal pixie. With gems we have, I think, around, I'm not sure exactly, I think we have over 80 different colors. We have different finishes. We have colored crystals, we have finished crystals like this one right here. This is called luminous green, so it has different colors in it. And then we have colors like this, for example, is this is a light chrome. So it's a film that goes over the gel, over the crystal, and this is rose gold. So depending on the color or the effect, I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I have to get the answer to that question for you, but there's quite a bit. And we're always coming out with new colors from Swarovski. For the Crystal Pixie, we have 8 colors. We have 4 of our original colors, which was Cute Mood, Deluxe Rush, Rock Shock, and Classy Sassy. Now, we just released last week 4 new colors, and I'm not even 100%. This is Comic Pop and Exotic East, this silver one, and the pink one. I don't even have the names down yet because they're just so brand new. We're just launching them here. But they're really, really, really fun. Like I said, so far this is the Cute Mood, and they're little beads. You can see the little reflection. They're round beads, and there's also little tiny miniature cut crystals, and those really make it stand out. And they have an AB, like an Aurora Borealis finish. So what I'm doing now is press them down into the gel because we don't want any sticking up at all. This way nothing will get caught.
So making sure none of them are sticking up helps kind of prevent them from getting caught on things.
Exactly.
That's what a lot of people have been asking about.
Yep.
Cool.
Like I said, just like with the flat backs, it's a 2-step process. So this first step is going to set them in place, and then we're going to still secure them. We're going to go around those with a little bit of gel. If you're using glue, you would take a clear nail polish and do it with a little bit of clear nail polish afterwards. And that's going to really help to make your service last longer, or make your pixie last longer. I don't like to have any little fray edges or any little guys hanging out at the side, because sometimes those will get caught. And I find it's almost like when you have a run in your nylon. If a little bit starts coming off, then more will. So I like to go around the edges.
To use the pixie stones, are the nails completely dry before you apply them?
Yeah, you definitely want them to be 100% dry before you apply them. But the pixie, her nail polish was dry before we applied it. But the gel that I used was not dry. The gel was not cured, if that was the question.
I think she's asking about the polish.
Yeah, the polish is dry. And I look from the side, and I'll look to make sure that there's none sticking up. Because sometimes when you push them in at the side, it'll squeeze one up and you don't realize it. So I just kind of really quickly look to make sure that it's pretty even and everything is in place. And then we're going to go ahead and cure that. So this is a 30-second cure.
How are you feeling about it, Danielle?
I love this. I
Yeah?
really love this.
Is this something that you would be down to do on a...
I totally want to do this on my own, but I don't know if I could achieve this the way you achieve this. Could I just buy this and take it to my nail
100%.
salon? And would my nail
Yes.
tech know what she's doing, or is she going to be like, I have no idea how to do this?
Well,
no,
if she
Danielle.
doesn't know, she can always go on YouTube. We have some YouTube videos.
Okay.
Just let her know. Tell her to go to crystalsfornails.com. She could even call up if she really wants some answers. The girls at the office are great. They can help her, direct her to some YouTube videos. They can suggest what to use, and they have all the products available for professionals. So,
Awesome.
okay. So let's finish this. This is the Shine On. The top coat again, soak off gel top coat. Now the same thing, that sets it in place, but we want to come around the edges. So we're going to come around all of the edges, including at the cuticle area. And I also don't go all the way to the edge. I try to keep it because it makes it look thick sometimes. So it's okay if you have that little space, because we want to be able to come in and really secure the edges good. And this will last a long time. So we're going to do one, cure it for about 3 or 4 seconds, just to freeze it. Okay, that's good. And now one more. We're going to go around the edges one more time. What do you think of the pixie, Danielle? Do you like the look
I
of
love
it?
It's beautiful, and I think this would look really great on someone's wedding day.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. You can also use the pixies in a design. Sorry about that. You could place little tiny ones. Sometimes even the smallest size SS3 is a little too big when you want to go in between the crystals. So you can add these in between individually as well. So now the final step for this, which is really important, is I'm going to go over the surface. I'm going to use this thin brush and just crisscross, almost like a spider web of gel. I don't want to encapsulate the whole thing because we will lose all of the sparkle. But you can see how I'm taking this gel, not too much on my brush, and I'm coming across. This helps to seal it in, and this will keep it from coming off. It's going to make it last a long time. I've had people go 4 weeks and they still look great, just grown out. Okay, cure that.
Andy says he loves both the ladies' nails.
Yay!
Let's take one more look at this nail too, while we wait for that to cure. So beautiful.
I love that. Let's do it in the light.
Ooh.
Yeah, when you move it, that's when you really see the reflection. And mine have been on mine for almost a week, and you can see that they still look really,
don't
really.
dull, yeah.
And I've been doing nails here all weekend long. It's
Amazing.
doing great. So that top coat I use doesn't have a tacky layer or anything. So sometimes I'll just feel it just to make sure there's nothing. Yeah, it feels good. There's nothing sticking up. If there was, I would take a little bit and just touch it up, you know, add another little drop. But I'm gonna put a little cuticle on oil, and she's good to go.
Can I keep these?
Huh?
Am I supposed to keep these, or you just soak those off?
I would soak them off
Okay.
because it's easier to get them off. I
All
mean,
right.
they're really so tiny that if you try to,
You can.
I
Okay.
mean, it might be a little difficult.
Okay,
But
great. All right, so let's take a final look at the nails. So beautiful. Thank you so much. And we are signing off.
thanks.
Bye.